Hello, student. This is Arpita Pratik Singh with you with this chapter from class 9 that is Fundamental Unit of Life. Now, you all are familiar with cell. You all are studying that from your smaller classes. But in this class, we'll be studying about type of cell, shape of cell, prokaryotic, eukaryotic cell, difference between plant cell, animal cell, all the cell organelles. So, here we start with the introduction of the chapter. Now we all know that the body of all organisms are made up of very small unit which is known as cell. If we talk about cell, that then we can say that cell is capable of independent existence and it can carry out all the functions which are necessary for the living being. It is the smallest unit. Cell is often known as building block of the life. Then the study of cell is known as cell biology, cellular biology, or cytology. Now, if the person who study about cell is known cytologist. The number of cells in plants and animals varies from the species to species. Now, here species means a particular type of plant or a particular type of animal like dog. So, all the dog breeds, cat, all the cat breeds, plant if we talk the rose, all the type of rose whether red, blue, white, all will be counted. Now, what is estimate is that number of cells in plants and animals varies from species to species, and it has been estimated that human contains somewhere 40 trillion cells in a body. And if we talk about our single human brain, then approximately it consists of 80 billions of these cells. Coming to the definition of a cell. Now, a cell is called the fundamental, structural, and functional unit of living organisms and a basic unit of life. Now, there is a big difference in the definition. So, you need to learn this definition. That is, cell is called the fundamental, structural, and functional unit of living organisms. All the living organisms, from a single unicellular microscopic, minute microorganism to the large human beings. If we talk about the discovery of cell, the cell was first discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665. He discovered it in the particular cork. What he did, he took the bark of a cork and he observed it in a small compound microscope. And that particular cork appeared to have a honeycomb like structure. Because of that, he named it as cell, which is known as a little or a small room. There is an activity to show how cell can appear. This activity you'll be performing in your schools also. In this what you have to do, you have to take an onion peel. Now onion peel, प्याज के अंदर का जो white portion में एक पतली सी membrane होती है, that is peel. That you have to take and you have to place it on a slide with the help of a forceps. Now, slide is a particular rectangular piece which is transparent or made up of glass. You have to apply that particular uh, peel on a slide. Then you have to apply some little amount of water and then methylene blue. It is a blue color dye which helps to give the color to the cells so that they can become easily visible to us. And then it is covered with a cover slip so that it doesn't get dry. After that, it is observed in a compound microscope. And when we observe it in compound microscope, then we come to know that cell is having small honeycomb like structure which I have shown you in this diagram. This activity helps us to verify Robert Hooke's particular experiment which he continued. Now coming to cell theory. Cell theory states three things. First, all living organisms are composed of cell. Second, cell is the fundamental unit of life. Next, and the last one, all new cells come from pre-existing cell. The very first one is saying all living organisms are composed of cells. That means हर एक living organism छोटे छोटे building blocks से मिलके बना होता है. Cell, cell से tissue, tissue to organ, organ to organ system and a whole organism. It is a fundamental unit of life. That means it helps in the living organism to maintain a proper functioning. Like, or if we talk about cells of the heart, they'll help in heartbeat and palpitation. Cells of the lungs will help in respiration. Next, all the new cells come from the pre-existing one. That means the particular cell first multiply, then it dies, and the remaining which are multiplied from that pre-existing one, they again multiply. So it helps us to prove that all the new cells are coming from the pre-existing older cells. This was an introduction of our chapter Fundamental Unit of Life. Hope you enjoyed it. In our next slide, we'll study about the structure of cell and type of cell. Till then, take care. Thank you.